For 7 years. Every Monday morning. Same mailbox. Same handwriting. Same name on the envelope. Thomas Galley. But Thomas Galley did not live here. Thomas Galley had never lived here. And for 7 years, Daniel just put the letters back, unopened, into a box under his bed. 41 letters, all for a stranger. But on the 42nd, something was different. There was no name on it, just one word. Please. Daniel was 43 years old. He lived alone in a small house on a quiet street. He worked from home. He didn't travel much. He didn't talk much. His neighbors knew him as the man who always nodded, but never stopped to talk. He had a routine. Coffee at 7, work at 8, walk at 6. His kitchen had one chair, not because he couldn't afford two, just because there had never been a reason for a second one. On his desk, one photograph, face down. He never explained why, and no one ever asked. That was the kind of man Daniel was. Someone who kept things, but kept them quiet. And every Monday, the letter. The first one came 7 years ago. He almost threw it away, but something stopped him. Maybe it was the handwriting. Careful, a little shaky, like someone writing something important for the very first time. So he kept it, and the next one, and the next. 41 letters, all for a stranger, all unopened, all in a box under the bed, next to the photograph he kept face down. He never said why he kept them either. Some things you just don't throw away. Please, just that one word. No name, no return address. Daniel sat down slowly. He looked at the box under the bed. 41 letters. 7 years. He thought about the person who wrote them. Someone who wrote to this address. Every single Monday. For 7 years. And never got a reply. What kind of person does that? What are they still hoping for? Daniel made a decision. He opened the first letter. His hands were not shaking, but they were slow. The way hands move when they know they're about to change something. He unfolded the paper carefully, like it belonged to someone else, because it did. It started with 3 words. I am sorry. Daniel didn't move for a long time. He picked up the second letter, then the third. He read all night. The letters told a story, not a dramatic one, a quiet one, the kind that hurts more. A man named Thomas, the one who should have received them, had lived in this house once, 20 years ago, and the person writing was his son. The early letters were short, careful, almost formal. I don't know if you want to hear from me. I don't know if you remember what I said. I think about it every day. I just wanted you to know that. But somewhere around letter 15, something changed. The son stopped being careful. He wrote about a dog he had adopted, a small gray one. He named it after a street they used to walk together, him and his father, when he was 7 years old. He wrote about a song that came on the radio that his father used to hum in the kitchen. He had to pull over. He couldn't drive. And then, letter 31. I had a dream last night. You opened the door. You looked older, but you smiled. And in the dream, that was enough. I woke up and wrote this. Before I could forget it, Daniel put the letter down. He sat in the quiet for a long time. This man had been writing to a door that never opened for 7 years. Not asking for anything, not demanding anything. Just making sure his father knew he was still there. I keep writing because stopping feels like giving up. Daniel read that line 3 times. He understood it, more than he wanted to admit, more than felt comfortable. He didn't turn the photograph over, but for the first time in a long time, he thought about it. By morning, Daniel had a problem. He knew the story now. All of it. A son, a father, 20 years of silence, 41 letters that never arrived. And the last letter, the one that just said please, had a date on it. 3 weeks ago. Which meant, somewhere out there, a man was still waiting, still hoping, still writing to an address where his father had not lived for 20 years. Daniel looked for a return address. There wasn't one. He looked for a name. Just your son. He looked for a phone number. Nothing. All he had was a postmark. A city. 300 kilometers away. He told himself, this was not his problem. These were not his letters. This was not his story. He made fresh coffee. He sat down to work. He lasted 11 minutes. He typed the name, Thomas Galley. 3 results. An old company website, a local newspaper article from 12 years ago, and an obituary. Thomas Galley died 4 years ago. Daniel read the date, then read it again. The son had been writing for 3 years, after his father was already gone. He didn't know. All those letters, all those Mondays, all that hope, sent to a man who could no longer read them. Daniel closed the laptop slowly. He looked at the box. 42 letters. And then he did something he hadn't planned to do. He started to write. He didn't know the son's name. He didn't have a return address. So he wrote to the postmarked city, to the local post office, with a note on the outside. Please give this to the man who's been writing letters to this address for 7 years. I think he needs to read this. He sat for a while before he wrote anything. He didn't know how to start. What do you say to someone who's been speaking into silence for 7 years? He started 3 times, crossed it out, started again. Finally, he stopped trying to find the right words and just wrote the true ones. He told him the letters had arrived, every single Monday, every single one. He told him someone had kept them, not thrown them away, not sent them back, kept them because they felt important, even before he knew why. And then he wrote the part. That took the longest. Your father passed away 4 years ago. I don't know how to tell you this gently. There is no gentle way. But I want you to know something, and I need you to believe it, even from a stranger. The letters you wrote, they were exactly the kind of letters a father would want to receive. I read them, all 42, and I'm just a stranger. Imagine how he would have felt. Daniel put down the pen. He looked at the photograph on his desk. This time, he turned it over. He looked at it for a long time. Then he sealed the envelope, wrote the address, and put it by the door, ready for morning. He didn't sleep that night, but it was a different kind of awake. The kind where something that was closed for a long time finally has a little air. 3 weeks passed. Daniel went back to his routine. Coffee at 7, work at 8, walk at 6. But the box under the bed was gone now. He had moved the letters to the shelf, where he could see them. And a photograph on his desk was face up now. On a Monday morning, 3 weeks after he sent his letter, something was in the mailbox. His address, his name, but not his handwriting. He opened it slowly. Inside, one small piece of paper. 2 words. Thank you. Below that, 3 more. I'll keep writing. Daniel smiled. Not a big smile. Just kind of happens when something lands. Exactly where it was supposed to. Sometimes the most important thing you can do is simply let someone know their words arrived. Is there someone in your life whose words you never answered? Maybe it's not too late. Tell me in the comments. I read everyone